Hey, good people. So, a while ago, I set out to build a Corsair and ASUS powered gaming rig. Reason being, I find single or dual brand builds are a lot easier to live with, mainly because of the software ecosystem and how that can get very complex with four or more different brands, especially where lighting and fan control is concerned. As such, I decided to build, at the time at least, what was a fairly high end but reasonably affordable gaming machine, featuring Corsair's iCUE Link 3500X RGB chassis, Corsair's Dominator DDR5 memory, which I reviewed previously, so you can check out that review as well. The ROG Strix B850A gaming Wi-Fi motherboard, AMD's Ryzen 9 9900X CPU, Corsair's RM1000E ATX 3.1 PSU, the ASUS TUF Gaming GeForce RTX 5070 Ti OC, which I previously covered, Corsair's iCUE Link Titan 360RX LCD cooler, and the Corsair MP700 Elite SSD. Building into this case is ridiculously easy, and I was pleasantly surprised by what you get with the iCUE Link 3500X RGB. It includes 3 iCUE Link RGB fans pre-installed and a controller hub, of course. That being said, there is an iCUE free ARGB version which costs a little bit less as well. If you're not aware though, Corsair has a newer or updated version of this case with the reverse rotor iCUE Link LX120R fans. It carries a premium over this model you see here, but that is to be expected given the newer and more premium fans, of course. That being said, it's really easy building into this chassis because most of the work is actually done for you. And as a result, it took me under 2 hours from beginning to end to build this entire machine. Now, before all of that, however, I decided to prep the motherboard, installing the MP700 Elite SSD on the primary M.2 socket, which was followed by installing the Ryzen 9 9900X CPU. The more you can install on the board before placing it in the case, the better the entire process is, I find. With that out of the way, I unpacked and prepped the PSU. Getting this installed and ready with the correct cabling is easily the most complex part of this build, but even then, because there's nothing else in the system, laying the case on its side or standing it up to route the cables is simple enough. Once that was installed, I moved on to the iCUE Link Titan 360RX cooler. Actually, this is a little bit more involved, not because of the cooler or the case, but because the iCUE Link system would need to daisy chain all the fans within the PC together, but that could be dealt with after mounting the radiator into the case. But of course, since I had already prepped the motherboard and the PSU was already set up, I just installed the board so I'd not have any clearance issues with the cooler, power cables, and the like. This is especially for the 8-pin EPS connector, which is near impossible to reach with the AIO already installed. Setting up the Titan RX after this is straightforward, as I just mounted the radiator in the only logical place to do so on the 3500X RGB, which is of course at the top. The block is super easy to install thanks to the Corsair mounting plate system. Naturally, the thermal paste is pre-applied as well, making everything even that much simpler. Next was dealing with the cabling for power and connecting everything to the iCUE Link controller. I have to admit, in the years that since the system has been introduced, it's made setup a lot easier, and I for one have no reason to mess with ARGB headers and the subsequent complexity of configuring lighting. I'm also not one for cable management, which is fortunate as the iCUE Link 3500X RGB allows you to hide all the cables in the back, and even if they are not that neat, it won't interfere with your cooling efficiency. I then installed the ASUS TUF Gaming GeForce RTX 5070 Ti. Yes, it isn't white. Actually, I'm not even sure if there is a white version, but I think it still looks good in this build as is. I then started to put back all the covers, which is a breeze as they come off and on easily. Then came time to install the memory and the glass panels, at which point the machine was complete and ready to be powered up. Building this PC was really simple, and it's near impossible to get it wrong. I would eventually add more fans to the system months later, but I was already happy with it as you see it here. Performance-wise, well, there's not much to talk about. Suffice to say, it runs exceptionally cool and relatively quiet if you configure it in iCUE, even with a healthy overclock on the CPU, memory, and the GPU. More than that, I simply just like the way it looks and how it all works so seamlessly together, especially where the RGB lighting is concerned. As I've said before, where possible, I want to use as few brands as I can in any build, ideally 2 at most. This build, using a combination of Corsair and ASUS hardware, made that so easy to do, as I can literally control everything from the iCUE software package, at least where lighting is concerned. It does mean as well, however, that when adding peripherals, it does sort of confine you to either ROG or Corsair products. But that's more than fine, as between the two of them, you are likely to find some of the best peripherals money can buy. So overall, and as I said before, I was and remain super happy with this build. There's another one that I did with the 6500X, and in fact that build has been in many videos already, but we will run through that process and how that machine performs soon enough with the upcoming Intel desktop CPU refresh. Until then, however, take great care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys on the flip side. Peace.